Picture this: a bustling office, phones ringing off the hook, papers flying everywhere. The noise is deafening and the energy is frenetic. People rushing around like chickens with their heads cut off. Everyone is in a hurry, trying to meet deadlines and manage their workload. Sound familiar? We've all been there. That overwhelming sensation of having too much to do and not enough time to do it. That feeling of drowning in a sea of tasks. It's like you're buried under an avalanche of responsibilities. It's like trying to juggle while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. Every task feels like a ball in the air, and you're just trying to keep them all from crashing down. Over a pool of hungry sharks. One wrong move, and it feels like everything will come crashing down. I remember when I first started my talk show. It was chaos central. The pressure was immense, and the stakes were high. I had scripts to memorize, guests to prep for, and dance moves to perfect. Every day was a whirlwind of activity, and let's not forget about my daily hair and makeup routine. It was a non-stop cycle of preparation and performance. It was enough to make anyone want to hide under their desk. The stress was palpable, and the pressure was relentless. But here's the thing, folks. We don't have to live like this. There is a way out of the chaos. We don't have to live in a constant state of overwhelm. We can find a way to manage our tasks and regain control. We don't have to feel like we're always playing catch-up. There's a better way. A way to organize and prioritize. A way to turn that overwhelming tsunami of tasks into a manageable kiddie pool. It starts with taking small, deliberate steps. And it all starts with a frog. Yes, you heard me right. A frog. The frog represents tackling the most challenging task first. Once you do that, everything else becomes easier. So let's embrace the frog and conquer the chaos. So what's this frog business all about? It's a concept from Brian Tracy's book, Eat That Frog. It's a productivity guide. The idea is simple. Your frog is your biggest, most important task, the one you're most likely to procrastinate on. Tracy says, if you have to eat 2 frogs, eat the ugliest one first. In other words, do your hardest task first thing in the morning. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Get it over with quickly. The relief you'll feel is amazing. It's like that feeling when you finally find the matching sock. Pure bliss. Think about it. How many times have you put off a big task? It looms over you all day. But when you tackle it first, the rest of your day is smooth sailing. You're free to dance through your to-do list. Now here's the tricky part. Identifying your frogs. These aren't just any old tasks. They're the biggies, the game changers, the ones that can make or break your day, the ones that make you want to crawl back into bed and hide under the covers. They seem insurmountable at first glance. For me, it might be prepping for a challenging interview, the kind that requires hours of research and practice, or learning a complicated dance routine, one that demands precision and countless rehearsals. Your frog might be different. It could be something entirely unique to your situation. Maybe it's that report you've been putting off, the one that needs detailed analysis and careful writing, or that difficult conversation with your boss, the one where you need to discuss your future or a sensitive issue. Whatever it is, it's unique to you. It's personal. It's the task that looms large in your mind. It's the task that makes your palms sweat and your heart race. The one that you can't stop thinking about. But here's the secret. It's also the task that will move the needle in your life or career. It's the one that, once completed, will give you a sense of accomplishment. So how do you spot these elusive frogs? Start by making a list. A comprehensive list of everything you need to do. Write down everything you need to do. Big tasks, small tasks, medium tasks. Don't leave anything out. Big tasks, small tasks, medium tasks. Get it all out of your head and onto paper. This helps in visualizing the workload. Get it all out of your head and onto paper. This is the first step in tackling them. Now look at that list, examine it closely. Which task makes you want to run and hide? That's your frog, the one you need to tackle first. Okay, so you've identified your frog. Now what? It's time to prioritize. This is where the magic happens. It's like being the director of your own life movie. You get to decide what scenes make the cut, and which ones end up on the cutting room floor. Start by looking at your to-do list. Rank each task. What's urgent, what's important, what's both? Your frog should be at the top of that list. It's the VIP of tasks, the A-lister. Give it the red carpet treatment. Everything else can wait in line. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So choose wisely. Now let's talk about the enemy of productivity distractions. They're everywhere. Your phone pinging with notifications, your coworker telling you about their weekend plans. That cute cat video your friend just sent you? It's a wonder we get anything done at all. But here's the thing. Distractions are like uninvited guests at a party. They show up, make a mess, and leave you wondering where the day went. It's time to show them the door. Politely, of course. Start by creating a serene workspace. Clear the clutter. A tidy desk is a tidy mind. Turn off notifications on your phone. Let's talk about your workspace. Is it a war zone of papers and coffee cups? Or is it a Zen garden of productivity? Your environment can make or break your focus. It's time for an extreme makeover, Workspace Edition. Start with a clean sweep. Clear everything off your desk. Yes, everything. Even that stress ball you've been squeezing the life out of. Now only put back what you absolutely need. Your computer, a notebook, a pen. That's it. Everything else can find a new home. Now let's add some inspiration. A plant can bring life to your space. A motivational quote can keep you going when the going gets tough. Maybe a photo of your goal, a dream vacation spot, or in my case, a picture of Portia. Whatever lights your fire. All right, we've cleared the decks. We've identified our frogs. Now it's time for the main event. It's frog eating time, people. And no, I haven't lost my mind. Stay with me here. Remember, your frog is that big, important task you've been avoiding. It's time to face it head-on. First thing in the morning when your energy is high, before the world has a chance to throw curveballs your way. Take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and dive in. Here's the amazing thing. Once you start, you'll build momentum. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. You'll feel a surge of energy, a sense of accomplishment. You might even start to enjoy it. And the best part, the rest of your day will feel like a breeze. All right, folks. It's time for action. You've got the tools. You've got the knowledge. Everything you need is right at your fingertips. Now it's time to put it into practice. To take that first step towards a more productive you. Are you ready to transform your productivity? To make a real change in how you approach your day? To kiss chaos goodbye and welcome in a new era of clarity and accomplishment? Start small. Start with one task. Choose one frog for tomorrow. Just one. The biggest, most daunting task. Identify it tonight before you go to bed. Write it down. Make it clear and specific. Put it somewhere you'll see it first thing in the morning. On your nightstand. On your bathroom mirror. Anywhere. You can't miss it. Heck, write it on your forehead if you have to. Make it impossible to ignore. Just maybe use a washable marker. We don't want any permanent reminders. When you wake up, don't check your phone. Resist the urge to get lost in notifications. Don't turn on the TV. Avoid all distractions that can derail your focus. Go straight to your frog. Make it your first priority. Take a deep breath and dive in. Embrace the challenge. Work on it for 25 minutes without stopping. Give it your full attention. You can do anything for 25 minutes. It's a manageable chunk of time. Even eat a metaphorical frog. Tackle that tough task head on. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Every step forward counts.